Hey there guys, so today we have another review and we're continuing the Goose Island theme, and this is Goose Island Sofie. This is Saison from them. For you actually, the guys who are clamoring for the coffee, Bourbon County coffee vertical review, that'll be coming very soon, but we're doing this today. So this is the 13 and 14 vintage of Goose Island Sofie Saison. It is actually a pretty interesting beer because 20% of it is aged in white wine barrels with orange peel. A very awesome beer, one of my favorites from Goose Island actually. An awesome beer that, one of the few beers I actually like having around all the time, you know, a beer that I'm very happy to sort of have consistently. So huge fan of this beer. It is also a beer that comes in at 6.5%, so it is slightly lower ABV than some other Saisons like Tank 7 or Hennepin. Other Saisons sometimes reach around 7.5 to 8.5%. This is 6.5, so think of it as almost like a IPA to Imperial IPA kind of thing. So it's awesome that this is a slightly lower ABV, makes it slightly more sessionable and refreshing. So yeah, so we have a 13 glass and a 14 glass. And if you don't know, the 14 has a new label. You see the sticker here, and also this there's a silver rim around the label. So it's pretty interesting. I actually really like the new label, and I think the design on Goose Island beers are actually generally pretty cool on the Bourbon County series and this specifically. So let's dig in. Let me confirm that I have. See, this is when it's not too good because this one has a head. How do we make that so it's less distinguishable? Let's see if we swirl it around a little bit. Well, whatever. Maybe this won't be blind. Actually, no. Let's switch it around a bit. Maybe the head will dissipate, and then I won't be able to tell which one's which. So yeah. Anyway, guys. Let me see. What else am I thinking about? Goose Island beers. Yeah. So I have had a good amount of their beers. I would say that my favorites of the bunch are probably, again, the Bourbon County series. The Sour Sisters are actually really good despite the pricey label cost. The Sisters or something like Lolita comes in at like $25, but they are pretty accessible generally. They sit on the shelf, so I highly recommend Lolita, Halia, Jillian. Those are really good beers. The IPA is not my favorite. You do generally find it at a lot of bars, but Sofie's awesome. They make some great Belgian beers. There's also Matilda, I believe. Madame Rose is a great sour. There's another one. So anyway, I'm done with rambling. Sorry about that. And let's dig into the first one. Ooh, very nice. I get a nice pop of this kind of, it smells like stinky lemon, if that makes any sense. There's a little bit of that Saison kind of hay quality, a little bit of funk. Yeah, a little bit of that funk, but it has a nice kind of refreshing quality too. It has a nice kind of bright fruit. I almost get white peach, lemon, grapefruit, this kind of refreshing kind of fruit quality. Yeah, maybe citrus peel, that kind of thing. Cheers. Up front, continue with that kind of like funky note that you get from Saisons. Reminds me a little bit of Tank 7. Not as fruit forward on the flavor as the nose, but you get a nice kind of hint of stone fruit, a little bit of apricot kind of thing. I guess the orange peel maybe in the background. It's a nice kind of like a white pepper kind of spiciness on the mid palate. I do not believe they put actual spices in here, but the yeast offers this kind of spicy quality that is very familiar with Saisons. It's offering that front load of a little bit of that funkiness, kind of hay kind of thing, but then also this kind of pepper spice. Wonderfully refreshing, a great food beer, lots of carbonation going on in this. Almost like a champagne. I believe they use the champagne yeast, so it has a really tiny bubbled kind of food-friendly champagne kind of prickly carbonation. Wow, this one's quite different. This one's definitely less funky. This one's definitely more fruit forward. It smells a little more like ripe fruit, a little bit more sweet. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, this definitely has less of that kind of yeast quality, that kind of Saison quality. This is more kind of a fruitier kind of Saison in the end, but still pretty fruity. Cheers. Wow, that's nice. Yep. This one I noticed does not have the same kind of level of carbonation. A little bit more smooth drinking, if that makes any sense. Much more fruit, I noticed too. Wow. It's a caramel carbonation, so you get a little bit more of that kind of orange peel kind of thing, almost like an orange a citrus candy, if that makes any sense. So one of those candies you might get from a dish at a restaurant, a little bit sweet, little bit tart, kind of a fruit candy. Yeah, nice kind of fruit qualities throughout. You do get that white pepper spice on the back end, decently dry. The carbonation differences are quite noticeable. Wow. Very noticeable. Wow. This one's probably a little bit more dry and refreshing, especially with that carbonation. This one's a little bit more sweet, yeah, a little bit more sweet and fruit forward of a beer. Which one I prefer? I don't know. I probably would maybe go with this one, which I believe is a 14. I think I also cheated because I think you can sort of see the head has a difference, and that is because there's a live yeast. Yes, 13, 14. So anyway, there are noticeable differences. Basically, I guess there is live yeast in here, and it's actively eating at the sugars and causing more carbonation. And so this one's going to be more carbonated. And I guess the age also brings back the fruit too. This one's a little bit more fruit forward. I guess more orange peel is what I'm getting. Yeah, a really awesome experiment. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm decently impressed that Sofie does evolve with a year on it. Wow. Big differences. Yeah, this one's almost like, I almost get a bit of a metallic flavor for some reason. Whereas this one's a little bit more sweet, a little bit more fruit forward. Yeah, this one's probably better for food. This one's probably better for just, beer consumption. I really do like the fruit flavors on the 14. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think about Sofie. If you have any recommendations for beers that I can sort of do a mini vertical of. Hopefully Bigfoot will be coming out. So hopefully I can do for you guys last year's Bigfoot and this year's Bigfoot. But yeah, very impressed. These beers were brewed around, this one's December of last year, this one's October of this year, and a year really does change this beer a decent amount. I didn't know it could, Saison changed that much in a year. So until next time, guys, cheers, later, enjoy some Saisons. Let me know what you guys think about Goose Island's other beers other than Bourbon County. And until next time, guys, cheers, later.